For me, in all fairness, part of me wanted to remain, the other part of me wanted to invade Poland. I once had sex with a German girl, funny enough. I said, listen, Fraulein, a little bit shy, a little bit awkward. Could you possibly rate me out of 10 during sex? So I slipped it on the bum. She went 999, best rate I've ever got. Now, I'd just like to take this moment to address the elephant in the room. Not you, sir. Not quite sure why I looked at you there. Maybe it's the ears. Please, I know I'm 6'6", but don't feel intimidated. I'm very middle class. The worst I'm going to do is write you a strongly worded letter, alright? No, the elephant in the room, I actually have a girlfriend. Hey! There were some people who were shocked and other people who were, like, cheering. That was a bit weird. In all fairness, I was in the shock category. I don't know how I've got a girlfriend. But we met on Tinder. Has anyone in this room used Tinder? Hey, a couple of single people using Tinder right there. I got a bit addicted to Tinder, in all fairness. I got so addicted that then when we were let out of lockdown, I was swiping left and right on women's faces in bars. That's how addicted I got to Tinder. I don't understand some of Tinder though. I don't understand profiles. I was on a woman's profile and it's all emojis. I was very confused by this. It got smiley face, tree, surfer dude, peach, aubergine, raindrops. I was a bit confused. Maybe she got an allotment. Turns out I spoke to the German girl. That means up the bum. Very weird. But no, we met on Tinder. People in a relationship, give me a cheer. Hey, single people, give me a cheer. Hey, look at the happier people. I'm in a relationship, and in all fairness, I'm quite happy. We've got very good similarities. We like all the same films, all the same music, mass genocide, the usual stuff. Right? But we do have some very weird similarities as well. For example, we were both born on the same day. We share the same birthday. So the only excuse I've got for forgetting her birthday is Alzheimer's. Fingers crossed. Another similarity that we share very similar names. My name is Alex, her name is Alexi. So during sex, it's like shouting my name in Italian. Very weird. We do have some differences. I'm 6'6", as you can possibly tell, and she is 5'2". Now, I'm not a massive fan of public displays of affection, but I've kind of had to get into it, like holding hands in public, just to make sure that she's still there. It's like dating a toddler. In all fairness, people said to me there should be a reacher and a settler in a relationship. I was like, you're wrong. I think you should both be reaching. For example, I'm reaching because I'm dating a gorgeous 5'2" gymnastics instructor, and I look like an arm-flailing balloon man. She's reaching because she can't get anything off the top shelf. Another disparity that we have, I'm very apathetic and she's very empathetic. She cries at Finding Nemo. It's a cartoon fucking fish. Stop crying. But all of a sudden she'll be there and she'll burst into tears. And she'll be there and she'll be like, oh my babe, it's only your dad who's died. It's not that bad. You can have mine you want. He's a knobhead as well. But my mum, bless her, she tried to help me over the years, especially when I was single. But my mum has got a very weird philosophy. Now, you can probably guess I'm an only child. Don't worry, I'm no different to those of you who've got brothers and sisters. It's just that my parents realised their mistake first time round. But my mum has a very weird philosophy. Her philosophy is that any problem can be solved with a book. She discovered Amazon in the early noughties, and by that I don't mean the rainforest, although you would be forgiven for thinking she has deforested half of it. Honestly, our house looks like someone's rioted in W.H. Smith's. That, and if you pick up any 2 books, you get a big bar of Galaxy for £1. But she's bought me some books over the years for certain problems. Problems like puberty. She bought me a book. This one here, Hair in Funny Places. It's a cartoon book full of cartoon penises and vaginas. That's exactly what you need as a hormone teen. Another book that she bought me when I was single was this one here. The Dating Dance, How to Attract Women. Trust me, if you're 6'6", it's not dancing. Kind of repels them. But the pièce de résistance of books that she bought me over the years was when I was about 17 or 18, hadn't brought any girls back to the house. My mum got worried, and she bought me a book. The book that she bought me was this one. She Comes First, a thinking man's guide to pleasing a woman. Thanks, Mom. Now, some of you might not have cottoned on to what that book is. My mom didn't. She didn't read the synopsis. That is a book all about oral sex. My mom thought it was putting the woman first in a relationship. I was like, you're part right. So I went away to university. I was probably the only university student who was still a virgin but knew where the clitoris was. And I went away to university. She bought me another book. Book she bought me was this one here, the University Survival Guide, the Virgin University Survival Guide. And I remember losing my virginity very, very vividly. I was at a flat party. And I'd retired to the bedroom, retired to the boudoir for some pork, some cheese, as is the right of the middle classes. And this girl, she burst into my room, she started making a move on me, so I quickly consulted the University Survival Guide. Turns out, yes, she was indeed making a move on me. Now, she insisted on doing it doggy style on the floor. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to a university student halls or student flat Gloucester, but it's carpeted with 300-bit sandpaper, right? So I'm going away on my knees and flailing away like a daddy longlegs trying to get out of a window. And I'm like, my knees are really hurting here. So I lean up a little bit, I've got carpet burns on my knees, I'm bleeding from my knees, I'm like, hold on a sec, she's meant to be bleeding here, not me, what the bloody hell's going on, right? I'm like, listen, can we possibly flip this onto the bed? So I've hopped onto the bed, I've hopped on like a stick insect mounted a bouncy castle, flailing away in the usual daddy long leg style. And then she utters these immortal words I never want to hear again in my life, which is, do you want me to go on top? Which you all know is female speak for, you're not any good, let me fucking sort this out, right? Next thing I know, I'm pinned underneath this woman. She's bouncing around, she's having a lovely time, I think. Then she starts going a little bit red. I'm like, this is fine, maybe she's not had a lot of exercise, okay? Then she starts panting like a dog trying to get out of a hot car. I'm like, oh my God, I've read about this. This is the female orgasm. It's happening. Then, no word of a lie, Roster, she starts turning blue. She's having an asthma attack. Now, gentlemen, I don't know if you've ever been inside a woman whilst having an asthma attack, but it's a bit like having a willy in the spin cycle of a washing machine. Right? Feels great, but you need to get it out of there in case there's some shrinkage, right? I've turned to her, I've gone, oh my God, what do I do? She goes, get my inhaler. I'm like, where's your inhaler? She's like, it's over there on your study desk. I'm like, not even my go-go gadget arms will fetch that bloody thing, right? So I've had to get my way out from underneath this woman, so I've grabbed onto a light that was above my bed, and I've shattered her over the head with broken glass, so now we're both bleeding, and the things are even. I'm like, gave her an inhaler, and she's like, are we going to continue? The audacity of a virgin to ask that question, and she's like, no, the moment's over. I'm like, fine, I'm going to go outside for a cigarette. Now, unbeknown to me, my best mate Mike had seen her go into my flat. And he'd not just told our flat, but he told the entirety of the university student halls. What I walked out to, Gloucester, is what I can only describe as England winning the World Cup in 1966. Someone had got a flag, there was bunting, people are cheering from balconies, there was a streaker on the pitch, and no, it wasn't me. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to happen every time I have sex, because I could get used to this. And then I heard it. Hey, he's gone and done it, the little fella's gone and done it. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm 6'6". I looked down, my willy's hanging out. Well, at least she came first. Gloucester, I've been Alex Plant, you've been amazing. Thank you very much.
Alex Plant. So, your next act, I've got to tell you, and I don't mind sharing this with you now. Up until tonight, I only met him a month ago, and I've had a bit of a secret crush on him. And then tonight, he's been in there in the green room, and my dog has just radiated towards him. I've tried to sort him out, nothing. Bloody Ricky Balshaw, my dog loves him now. So me and him, that's it, we're done, we're finished. Ricky Balshaw, for those that don't know, 2008 Beijing Olympics, Ricky is a Paralympian. Competed for the British dressage team. He's since fallen off a horse and he's now trying his hand at stand-up comedy. I think you're going to love him. Please give it up for the very lovely Ricky Balshaw.
Thanks. Ordering me a taxi already? That's a bad sign for a night, isn't it? Fucking hell. Thanks for that intro, Nick. It's a bit big, wasn't it? A bit big. You know, he knew I was on the Paralympic team and then he asked me to step up this fucking stage. Where's my ramp, Nick? You prick. I guess that's a good time to talk about disability, innit? I know I hide it well. Not the punchline, you horrible bastards. But I am disabled. I've got cerebral palsy. I got stuck when I was born, didn't I? Got the umbilical cord wrapped around my throat. And my mum, she should have pushed harder, shouldn't she? Lazy bitch of a thing. I'm not even bitter about it, mate. But yeah, I've got cerebral palsy and I've got the spastic type. Ooh. And I don't think the word spastic is something we say often enough nowadays. And I think we should all get it off our chest. So on the count of 3. On the count of 3, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to shout something. And if you get it wrong, you're going to sound very fucking racist. On the count of 3, I want you to all chant, "You spack bastard." Don't get it wrong. Ready? You spack bastard on 3. 1, 2, 3. You spack bastard! It never gets easier, man. Not one of you horrible bastards thought that was too far. But let me tell you something, people. A lot of comedians, they don't like heckles, but I don't mind a heckle. Let me tell you why I don't mind a heckle. Every person in this room has just called me a spack bastard. So I don't have to hold back, do I? Balls in your court, boys and girls. But yeah, man, I did alright. I was one of the cool kids growing up. I was cool. I did go to a special school. Are we allowed to say that now? Yeah. Fucking said it now, aren't I? I did go to a special school, but apart from that, I was just like any other kid. Just like any other kid, I didn't like my vegetables, didn't like veg, did I? In fairness, that did mean that making friends at school was rather difficult. Fuck 'em. It's a slow burner, that joke, it sometimes takes a while. But I like that you all got there. But yeah, man, I was one of the cool kids at school. It's cool as fuck, man. I had the foam head guard. It's cool as fuck, mate. I had the calipers. The sad part of this story is that Forrest Gump was my hero growing up. And you know that scene where he gets chased and the calipers break away? Thought it was based on a true story, didn't I? And I think it's very obvious to everybody here that it didn't fucking work. But I did alright. I've got a girlfriend now. Yeah, man. And she's able-bodied. Thanks. And, that's not a brag. I just think that it's important, you know, they don't just put disabled people in a room and make them breed. It's not how disability works. And she said to me the other day, she said, "Rick, have you thought about kids?" I said, "Not for a while." It's not been my thing for a while. She said, "Have you thought about having kids?" Nope. And I give it some thought, and you know, if we both pass on the good genes, you know, she's a dancer, my girlfriend, she's everything I'm not, right? So if we pass on the good genes, they'll be running around, and cocky little bastards like myself. Not sure I can cope with that. If we get it wrong though, she's really quiet and they'll be mute, horrible little spastic things, won't they? I don't know what's worse, mate. Don't know what's worse, so we agreed to get a dog. And I'm a nice guy, so I thought, let's go to the dog home. Let's get an old one, because if it runs away I can catch it, can I? So we got a dog, didn't have a name, so I called him Boomerang. Just seemed appropriate for a rescue dog. Got Boomerang and I went on my scooter. Took him for a walk, didn't I? The worst thing possible happened, didn't it? He had a fit. A fucking disabled dog, mate. I can't be seen with a disabled dog, and I'm a nice guy. So I did the only thing I could, didn't I? Just put it in the bush, man. You're probably all expecting a nice little callback now to the name Boomerang, aren't you? Got to be honest with you people, I never saw the dog again. I got home, my girlfriend said, "Where's Boomerang?" I don't know. It's in the bush. She wasn't very happy with me, people. She left. She walked out. I was like, fucking yeah, free house. Free house, so I did the only thing I could. I had a shower, a nice little shower. Bit of self-reflection time. And there was a knock on the door. I was like, someone's brought Boomerang back. Went downstairs, did I as fast as I could. Gonna be honest with you people, it wasn't that fast. I opened the door. I was knackered, I'm not gonna lie to you all, I was a little bit tired. It was the God Squad, wasn't it? The old Jovers. We got any Jovers in here tonight? Didn't fucking think so. They says to me, "Is this a good time to talk about God?" I'm like, honestly, I am tired, you got me for a good 5 minutes. Then they clocked the sticks, didn't they? Clocked the sticks. They said, oh, if you become a Jehovah's Witness,